And that's what be getting me so mad sometimes. I'm like, yo, people be putting on a front, a mask, like Jim Carrey, knowing that they gotta go to sleep as themselves.
Did you miss me?
Imagine really being a horrible human being and trying to pretend to the world that you are a great person, but know that you go to sleep as a demon.
Bozo. It's giving bozo.
We're back, getting down and dirty expeditiously. Today's topic, why people are jealous of chosen ones. Love this one. The concept of jealousy and envy is disgusting.
Let's start there.
We whooping right now.
Makes my stomach curl. And you wanna know why? We all have access to the same 24 hours a day.
Wakey! Get up out of bed!
Now, we might not all have access to the same privileges in life. Some people were born with less, some people were born with more. But as a chosen one, it's less about what you were born with, it's more about who looks at you and envies what you embody. Your soul. It's less about the material things that you have in life and more about how you popped out the coochie.
I'm so fucking awesome. I'm so awesome.
It's less about the talents that you have naturally, although it is included. Less about the fact that you might make more money or maybe you just might be more financially stable than others. It's less about that. It's more about the fact that you just have it. Everybody not born with it. You need it.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
As a chosen one, you ain't choose this life. Chosen one. You were chosen.
There's no pressure. There's no pressure at all. I've been getting pressure since I was 10 years old.
You came out the coochie like this. Some people have to work all their life to get to a certain point that you may have just effortlessly got to. Or you just emit a certain aura and energy that is just in you, organically, authentically. You are yourself. And nobody can take that away from you.
I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm him.
While others are looking to mimic and replicate another person that they may have saw online or a person that they may emulate because they don't know themselves. They don't know who they are. They don't want to even look inwards to figure out who they are. So they become jealous and envious of you because you know who you are. Or you're at least on the path to finding who you are. There's certain things about you that you question why this happens to me or why people act this way around me. And it's because this is who you are.
People's opinion of you is none of your business.
Why people treat me like this? Because this is who you are. And that's just the overall umbrella. Very general statements, but it can be broken down into different pieces and fragments. But ultimately, if you have just a general question as to why people do blank, it's because you're yourself, authentically, organically. You ain't have to try. You woke up and you was just like this.
They hate you not because you're bad, but they hate you for being who and what you are because they want to be that themselves.
Come on. These people that have to manufacture their lives. These people that have to create characters of themselves. They go outside and they have to be a whole different person. But they know who they go to sleep as. And that's what be getting me so mad sometimes. I'm like, yo, people be putting on a front, a mask, like Jim Carrey, knowing that they gotta go to sleep as themselves.
Did you miss me?
Imagine really being a horrible human being and trying to pretend to the world that you are a great person, but know that you go to sleep as a demon.
Bozo. It's giving bozo.
Now, I think a lot of us have idiosyncrasies to us. No one's perfect. We all have negatives and positives to us. But ultimately, acknowledge that. Be aware. Self-awareness. At least know that, say, okay, I have certain red flags about me that I should probably try to fix. At least if I acknowledge it, at some point I can fix it. But people don't want to take accountability.
I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct, legally, everything was right, and now I get...
They jealous that you are willing to work on yourself while they're not. They're content sitting and wallowing in the trashness of their existence and be mad at you. Be mad at you that you may take your 24 hours a day and you may try to better yourself financially, mentally,
Daddy, chill.
spiritually, emotionally. You may try to actively do better with your life and actively become one with yourself.
What are you doing?
Become whole so you can not only be a positive impact to the people around you, but to yourself, your community, the world, your fellow brothers and sisters. You're trying to actually make a change in yourself and others, while people, in a general sense, don't want to do that.
See, this is exactly why I don't like people, bro. Why she broken like that?
Forget even trying to help others. They don't want to help themselves. Help yourself at least. If you don't want to help others, at least help yourself. What you jealous of me for? What you envious and jealous of me for? When you can do something that can help you.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
You mad at me that I woke up one day and said, yo, I want to help myself. I want to better myself and my family, my community, the world, provide a positive impact. You mad at me. This is asinine.
You want to know something about people? People suck.
My mom be telling me that sometimes. Be like, yo, they jealous of you. And I don't be wanting to think like that. I don't be wanting to think like that, bro. I don't be wanting to think that there's people that's really jealous and envious of my life when they can really get up and do something their damn selves. They can actually try at least to do what I do. Create content, make money by monetizing your life. You could try at least. It may not work, but you could at least try. Maybe if you got jealous and envious because you tried to do something similar to, if we're going to talk about me specifically, and it didn't work out, and you mad at me because it didn't work out for you, okay, maybe that's some kind of reason, I guess.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
Right? But people literally would just be envious of your life and have never tried to create a similar reality. This is also part of the message that I push. You can literally do a lot in this world with determination and just putting in effort, acquiring knowledge, bettering yourself, working towards something every day of your life. That is how you push the envelope. That's how you get to where you need to get to in life. That's how you do it.
No question about it. I am ready to get hurt again.
You have to set goals. Work toward those goals. You may not do everything in one day, but just know you did something that day and you still got to do more the next day.
Do it!
And it's less about even like, say, even owning your own business and trying to, even though you should do that, I think even if you have a job, you should still have your own type of business on the side, because ultimately the job can fire you whenever they want to. You don't want to be at the mercy of somebody like that. But ultimately, even if we're just talking about physically bettering yourself, you want to do 5 push-ups today, do 20 push-ups tomorrow.
Some people dream of success while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible.
Make sure you're getting at least 1 to 5% better every day. There's no reason to be jealous and envious of people when you can actually improve on your own without the need of somebody to help you improve.
Just do it!
So I'm a restaurant consultant. So there's a lot of times that I give food for free, or I get paid to eat at places and give reviews. This is my personal life, and you want to know how I created that? Back in 2017 when I started a food blog. And I was able to go from point A to point, I say maybe I'm at like EF. I ain't at Z, but I'm farther along than everyone else, or not everyone else, but I'm farther along than a lot of people, right? There's definitely people above me though, and I know that I still got to get to their level and beyond, because that's my personal goals. But I know I was able to get from A to E because I put in effort and I saw that I can get from A to E. If you don't even see you don't even believe in yourself enough to get from A to E, you'll never get to Z. But I knew I was gonna get from A to B. So once I got from A to B, I was like, oh yeah, E right there. I'm gonna get to E.
I'm standing on business. He's standing on business.
So I had a friend, and there's a pizza place going viral, right? I didn't necessarily know how much it cost, but I think I heard around the grapevine that it was kind of expensive. And I wasn't jacking it. I wasn't jacking spending what I thought was gonna be like $10+ on a slice pizza because it was viral and like I had dope flavors, right? So I was like, yo, I'm gonna try to work with them or something, see if we can work out a little partnership deal. Maybe I can do an ad for them. And is a woman who I had this conversation with, and she was like, oh, you can't get things for free forever.
I want to tell the people out there that thank you for supporting me, and if you don't, suck my...
You sound like somebody that don't get things for free. And as a woman, she does get things for free. So it was like, yo, you just sound mad that as a man, I'm able to live kind of like a woman at times. I get things for free from people, whether it be clothes, food, opportunities. Brands send me things, and I get paid for them as well. Like, that was just oozing and jealous and envy. And you want to know how Shorty lives her life now? She also gets free products, and she gets paid to do reviews. You want to know who she got that from?
Prison, Big Daddy.
Because she watched the blueprint. She saw that it was possible. And it's okay. Look at the blueprint. No Jay-Z.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
I'm laying the plan out. This is why I'm doing it, y'all. It's not just for me. I'm laying the plan out on how you can also better your life through content. Monetize your life. Do it in the way you want to do it. Live the life you get in the way you want to do it. Currently, as I'm recording this video, this is a very early point in the digital age. I know that. I grasp that. I like to call myself a genie sometimes. I can see into the future. I see that this is just the beginning.
You could gaze into the future.
You gotta look at it like Instagram really has only been popping for like a decade. A little over a decade. These social platforms have not been popping for too long.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, and your life is passing you by.
You gotta understand that we're in the early points of this era, and I'm gonna grab hold of it so people later on can see that I knew what I was talking about. And she knew that I knew what I was talking about, because in that moment, she was really just hating and being jealous, but ultimately later on, she was able to kind of manufacture that for herself.
Suck my...
Don't hate, appreciate. Don't hate the player.
Hate the game.
So another instance as well, right? So I have a photographer, and he goes to events on his own, even when I'm not inviting him to things, this, that, and the third. So he might invite me out. Same way I invite him a lot of places, he'll invite me out places, right? So I was at an event with him, a kind of photo shoot event, content production type of situation. And I went to help him, bring the lights, and just be an assistant for him, because that's my guy. So when I get there, there's another photographer who I also already previously had issues with, and he saw me at a different function, knew that we had these issues, and tried to act like we was cool. But me personally, I'm not fake. I can't fake the funk. So when I saw him, it wasn't all happy smiles. I was chilling. I'm not creating conversation with you. I don't like you like that. You know what I'm saying? Didn't like you like that.
I really don't like that guy.
He made me feel like I was sanctioned to go to a party that was hours away. And honestly, I blame myself for even wanting to go and do that type of tomfoolery. But made me think I can go to this party, which was like 2 hours away, get there, the man never comes outside, and they try to charge us an obscene amount of money to get into the party. Never comes outside, never actually confronts me to say, oh, my bad that this is even happening to you. Even if you can't get me in, like, the man never came outside. He never even had the pull to be able to get me into the party, but he was flexing fictional power. What's wrong with people? Why lie to yourself and me?
Bozo. It's giving bozo.
Don't involve me in your BS. If you're gonna lie to yourself, just lie to yourself. Don't lie to me too. And involve me and get me deep into the fact where I leave my house, leave my neighborhood, leave the comfort of my community to go 2 hours away to a function that you told me that I was gonna be able to get into for free. But anyway, so when I later seen him, he knew what he did. People know what they do, y'all. They know what they do. No Name in Israel with Chance the Rapper said, excuse them.
They know of what they do.
They just try to play in your face, and it's just whether or not you're going to allow it or not. Maybe you are oblivious. Maybe you're naive, but I see through people for the most part. You feel me? So when I see him at this next function, he like, oh yeah, what's going on, bro? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not really showing him too much love. So later on, when it's just me and him, he taps in. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, oh, you still mad about the Uti. And I'm like, so at that point, I'm like, all right, let's get into it. Cause you know why I'm tight. So let's get into it. So we got into it. And by the end of it, it was all happy smiles. Oh yeah. Now he was trying to talk about the guy who was throwing the party too. He was, oh yeah, nah, he's food too. And this, that, and the third, like he wasn't really taking super accountability, but ultimately he did apologize for that happening.
That's when they smile in my face. Whole time they want to take my place.
So fast forward to this event that I'm with my photographer at. He's also there. Once again, all happy smiles. I'm thinking everything is cool. But his energy was kind of off, according to everyone in the room as well. Like, people kind of felt his energy was off. But to me, it wasn't too deep to me. I wasn't even really paying attention to this guy. I was there, but, you know, I'm doing my own thing.
Something ain't right when we talking. Look like you hiding your problems.
Later on, come to find out, he's talking to another photographer that was there, who's friends with my friend. So even if that photographer wasn't going to tell me, my photographer was going to tell me, because that's my man's. So now it's like, bro, it's like pillow talking amongst men. What is going on here?
You sound like... It's like a...
He told that guy, why does my photographer always bring me around? What?
Cock was a transportation, that would be his favorite way to get around.
That guy that he said that to felt his energy was off as well. So I was the reason why he was thrown off, because I was there, technically uninvited, but also there to help and provided assistance and provided value. I took BTS videos for the models. They all loved me. They was having a great time. They was having a great time. You just mad. It's not like other people was upset that I was there. It's just you. You's a bitch. And Chosen Ones, you're gonna make people upset just by your presence. And even in that second interaction where I told you where we had that initial conversation, I remember distinctly him saying that I reminded him of himself. And even where it was like, oh yeah, if I don't mess with somebody, I'm just gonna leave them alone. But he did something wrong. He knew that when he saw me again, he would have to address that. And he wants my energy around him for whatever reason. So he knew he gonna have to piece up with me, because it's better to be my friend than to have me hate you.
The non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters.
It's better for him to actually be cool with me than to not be cool with me. And he knows that. A lot of people know that. So when they get in my face, they smile and laugh. And that's why I don't give out my energy to everybody, because the jealousy and the envy, it lives within them. And they won't show you. They'll say it behind your back.
Yeah, I know they want to take my place.
They won't put it into your face. They won't be real. They won't act like you, where if you are uncomfortable by their presence because they may have done something to you, or that their aura just doesn't align with yours, you will shut down. You won't give that energy to everybody. You should not. Your energy not meant for everybody. People are jealous and envious of you. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it bother you. Just understand you're different. You're unique. You're yourself. You bother them without trying to.
They will betray you into the hands of your enemy.
You know when people wish they were LeBron? And I know I usually bring up LeBron and Kanye West a lot, but I do see them as chosen ones, me personally. You can see them however you want to see them. I do think that they're chosen ones.
I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation.
And especially if you are just so controversial without even trying. Like, people just have either good or bad things to say about you. That, I think, also goes into being a chosen one. Without you really even trying too hard, people have both negative and positive things to say about you.
I've never been that great with accepting, like, praise.
They can create a whole opinion about you by you just standing there. But it's okay. Let them do that. They hate you because they ain't you.
You get in a lot of trouble worrying about what somebody think about you.
They wish they was you. Know that your energy is sacred. Know that you provide something to the world that they wish they could do. You walk around with a certain level of bravado and confidence and self-awareness and self-belief that they can't even muster in themselves. They hate it. It eats them up inside.
Let's start there.
We whooping right now.
But it's cool though, because you on that path. You the chosen one. They not. They the white sheep. You the black sheep. You finna stand out, and they hate that, and it's okay though. You see how I keep ending the statements with it's okay though. Don't be upset about it. Don't change your ways to fit in with them. It don't make sense. It just don't. Stay true to you. Because ultimately, we playing to win, y'all. So we don't play ourselves. We outside getting down dirty.
My guy Taylor's in the building. He's a YouTube
superstar, Instagram content creator. What else do you do, sir?
And, I get down and dirty expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? I got
Expeditiously.
Expeditiously.